Evening, and thank you for watching KREX 5 News this Sunday evening. I'm Austin Sack. Attention all voters. Officials with Mesa County Elections want you to know that after Monday, they can no longer mail ballots out. This means the period of time in which the county can mail ballots to voters ends Monday. But that doesn't mean you won't be able to vote. If you haven't gotten your ballot, starting October 25th, you can get a replacement ballot, correct your mailing address, and register to vote all online. You can also access all of these resources in person at voter service and polling centers located at Dinosaur Journeys in Fruita, the Palisade Community Center, and the main office right here in Grand Junction. If you did not receive a ballot or your signature was not valid, election officials are asking you to update your voter registration and information by visiting govotecolorado.gov. Mesa County has already received more than 14,000 ballots, and once you receive your ballot, one of the many items voters will have to consider is Proposition 119, which would create an out-of-school education program and a board to govern it. KREX 5's Chance Sticklin looked further into Prop 119 and answers the biggest question of all. How would this new program be funded? He now joins us live in the studio to break it all down for us. Chance?
Proposition 119 is one of just two ballot measures coming up in early November. Voters will have to decide whether or not to increase the marijuana retail sales tax by 5% to partially fund this new out-of-school program. We spoke to local experts to find out how it would impact the Western Slope. Colorado continues to set records for revenue collected from marijuana sales. The state generated over $11 billion to date in August of 2021, according to the Colorado Department of Revenue. The numbers speak for themselves, a billion-dollar industry that continues to drive the state's economy and could help out the educational system in Mesa County through Proposition 119.
An increase in the tax on recreational marijuana to fund out-of-school learning activities, tutoring in core instructional areas like reading, writing, and math.
Penry, who supports Prop 119, says it will help families who don't have adequate resources for their kids when school isn't in session.
Part of the goal with this is to close that gap, is to get families that maybe don't have the resources to get their son or daughter the extra help in these critical areas.
Roughly 98,000 students would be eligible for tutoring if the yeses outweigh the nos in this year's upcoming election to help fund the new program. However, those who oppose Proposition 119 are concerned because the governing board governing the program would be all unelected officials.
The first thing that I noticed when I picked it up is you're having unelected people control tax dollars. Pardon me? We've never done that before.
We find it, as our organization, Advocates for Public Education Policy, find this to be reckless and unnecessary and unconstitutional.
It will all be up to voters in November. The clock is ticking down as the election nears. One more thing, it's important that all voices are heard. Don't forget to vote. Reporting live in the studio and first on the Western Slope, I'm Chance Sticklin with KREX 5 News. Austin?
Thanks, Chance. Now, one of the biggest talks for this year's election is the vote to replace Grand Junction High School. The Mesa Valley Education Association feels that signs on the car or in the yard are ways to strategize an election extravaganza, promoting the decision to vote yes on ballot issue 4B. Candidates running for school board unanimously agree that replacing GJ High School is a must. Volunteers pushing this agenda include those who partake in the campus regularly. But before November 2nd arrives, we can't forget about Halloween, which is just 1 week away. To help you get in the spooky spirit, Strive is preparing for the 2021 Fall at the Gardens with the help of several community sponsors. This year's Fall at the Gardens will feature lighted pumpkins, sculptures created by artists and carvers from Food Network, and some fun for the whole family. To secure your spot, tickets are available at strivecolorado.org. And if you haven't already got your costume, supplies may be limited. Of course, last year the pandemic put a hold on celebrations, but this year's spooky holiday could be one of the biggest. This year, the National Retail Federation says that the average American is expected to spend $102 on costumes, candy, and decorations. That is an all-time high. Nationwide, Halloween spending could surpass $10 billion, which is $2 billion more than last year. In other holiday spending news, buyers will spend about $1,000 this winter holiday season, according to the National Retail Federation. About 47% of shoppers say they're worried about supply chain issues. Their biggest concerns are over electronics, clothes, and toys. Competition was in the air over at Stoker Stadium last week, and no, not a football game if that's what you were thinking. Instead, the Colorado BANDMASTERS state qualifier was held at the field. Western Slope marching bands performed before a panel of 8 judges with a trip to the CBA State Marching Band Festival hanging in the balance. Palisade, Central, Grand Junction, and Fruita all competed, though at different classifications. Palisade represented 3A, while Central and Junction both represented 4A, and Fruita 5A. If qualified, the 4A and 5A bands will compete at the Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs on October 29th and the 30th. 3A bands will compete on November 1st at Colorado State University in Pueblo. And Mesa County Sheriff's deputies are looking into threats to Central High School. Several social media posts from Snapchat were found threatening the high school and has caused a statewide investigation. Departments all across the state who have schools of the name Central High School have all confirmed that they have received concern calls as well. The threats were found to have originated outside Colorado and are being investigated by school resource officers and investigators. Mesa County Sheriff's Office has confirmed that the posts were not directed toward our area, but KREX will continue to update you on our website, westernslope.now.com, as more information becomes available. And last weekend, a parking lot accident in Mesa County led to the death of a child. Authorities say a 3-year-old boy was hit in the parking lot of the Clifton Walgreens store by a 51-year-old man driving a Ford F-150 truck. Officials tell us the boy was apparently a passenger of the vehicle that ultimately struck him. The child was transported to the hospital and pronounced dead shortly afterwards. Colorado State Patrol has informed KREX that charges against the driver are still unknown at this time, but the investigation remains ongoing. Democratic governors from across the nation made a visit to the nation's capital to urge lawmakers to pass President Biden's infrastructure package. Alexandra LaMonT has more from Washington.
While congressional Democrats struggle to come together, Democratic governors say their states are falling apart.
In my part of the state, the Minas River Bridge collapsed and, many people died, and I drove over that bridge just a few hours before it collapsed.
Connecticut Governor Ned Lamont joined other Democratic governors at the White House this week to call for action.
The governors want congressional Democrats to stop arguing among themselves and pass the bipartisan infrastructure package along with the president's Build Back Better plan.
New Mexico Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham says the president's bill includes billions for human infrastructure, like money to help families pay for child care and universal preschool.
That makes all the difference in having workers today and workers tomorrow.
House progressives are battling Senate moderates over the size of the bill. Rhode Island Governor Daniel McKee says pick a number. Any bill is better than nothing.
If they find that compromise spot, get the money out to us now. We will make sure that it gets invested well, and then you always can come back.
But House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy says any additional spending will make things worse.
Whether this bill is $4.5 trillion, $3 trillion, or $1.5, the Democrats' proposal will worsen inflation, continue to harbor and harm our labor shortage.
Democrats insist they're close to reaching a compromise. Lawmakers say votes on the infrastructure legislation are possible next week. In Washington, Alexandra LaMonT.
Still to come, KREX takes a look at the cause of death of a cinematographer on the set of a new movie. And your full weather forecast is here when we return.